It's too hot. My lords and ladies, my name's Scott. You're watching the Time Just channel. It's really hot. The sun is out, the guns are out. But the question I had, if you were wearing all this armour in the Middle Ages, would you die of sunstroke or heat exhaustion? I've been wearing this for about an hour. I'm starting to get really tired. But I thought I'd just do a little video and come out into the garden and see what it would be like to wear a full suit of mail armour, helmet, surcoat, long leather boots, just see what it'd be like. You know, a bit of practical history. There you go. It's a lot better when to take the helmet off, that's for sure. I've got a bit of chainmail. I've got an undergarment. I've got a surcoat on top as well. But it's really hot. I do not know how knights in the medieval times wore all this for a long period of time, especially on a battlefield. I am clueless to how they didn't dehydrate or they didn't get sunstroke. Because even today I've been wearing this armour for about an hour. I'm sweating, absolutely wringing wet. You know, I'm starting to really get tired. I'm not really doing much, I'm just walking about. But, I don't know how the guys did it on a battlefield, that is for sure. So one of the biggest myths of the Middle Ages is that everyone went around drinking beer or ale. If you're really hot already and your only way of drinking is to drink something that will dehydrate you, surely you're going to die of sunstroke, heat stroke. It is a common myth that in the medieval times people only drank ale. You know, we know, for example, historical records do show a lot of people drinking water, but perhaps it's not written about as much because who really would want to write about having a drink of water? It's tasteless. A lot of people will be talking about ale. More refreshing. But let's get rid of this and let's have some water. Well, people must have been able to have water. You know, you've got wells, other historical inventions. In London, for example, in the Middle Ages, they actually had a system that would bring fresh water into the city. So the myth that people never drank water may be a bit ridiculous. Obviously, when you're having a meal, it would be more favourable to have a nice bit of ale, you know. But water must have been, you know, a drink that they must have drank. Let's not be silly. Because if you didn't have water, you know, that was carried around to somebody's battles, Battle of Agincourt, 100 Years' War, any battlefield in history, surely you'd be sweating buckets. In this chamber, you start to sweat, you're losing a lot of water. If all you were drinking is ale, surely you would just drop down dead with heat exhaustion. So that's one thing. Medieval ale was a lot, not as strong as our one. As this one, for example, is 4.6%. Surely they would have a lot less percentages and they'd be watered down and down because a lot of people would brew their own ale. So it wouldn't be as strong. So maybe it wouldn't it's not quite as dehydrating as today's modern ales. But I don't know. Because also if you think about it, everyone would be walking around drunk. So before they have a fight, you want to be drunk. To be honest, if I was going to have to fight on a medieval battlefield, I'd probably want to be drunk as well. Because I don't think I'd want to do that sober. If I'm getting really hot just wearing this for an hour, imagine knights going to Jerusalem and they're going over the seas, fighting in the Crusades. Imagine in the sun all day. You know, siege of Jerusalem, these big battles, and you're in your armour all day long. Surely, you know, they had to have, you know, lots of fresh water to keep them hydrated. Well, the main things as well that keeps knights cool, especially over there in the Crusades, is that they started wearing surcoats. These would go over the top of your mail armour, which would take the sun's rays, heating up your chainmail, heating up your mail armour. So once you've got your surcoat over the top, it reflects the sun, which keeps you a bit cooler. And I say this is how and why people started using them, obviously for the obvious reasons, which shows what side you're on. For England, for Richard the Lionheart. My lords and ladies, I'm Scott. Thank you for watching. Make sure you wear lots of sun cream stay indoors, stay safe, and enjoy. I'll catch you next time on the next video.